Welcome to Health Habit. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects us all at some point: negative self-talk. We all have that inner critic, the voice that tells us we're not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough. It can be incredibly discouraging, but the good news is that you can learn how to manage it. In this video, I'll share practical tips on how to quiet that negative voice and build self-compassion instead. If you're ready to make peace with yourself and start embracing self-kindness, keep watching. Understanding negative self-talk. First, let's talk about what negative self-talk is. It's that running commentary in your mind that often criticizes, judges, and belittles you. This kind of self-talk can be subtle, like doubting your abilities, or more direct, like outright saying, "I'm a failure." The impact of negative self-talk is significant. Research shows it can lead to increased stress, lower self-esteem, and even depression. If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone and there are ways to manage it. Why we engage in negative self-talk. So, why do we engage in negative self-talk? It often stems from past experiences, cultural influences, and our own expectations. For example, you might have grown up in an environment where criticism was common, and you absorbed that tendency to be critical, even of yourself. Or perhaps you have a perfectionist streak that makes you hold yourself to impossible standards. Recognize your patterns of negative self-talk. The first step in managing negative self-talk is to recognize when it's happening. Pay attention to your thoughts and how they make you feel. Try keeping a journal where you jot down negative thoughts as they arise. This helps you see patterns in your thinking and identify the triggers. For instance, do you tend to be self-critical after making a mistake or when things don't go as planned? Challenge negative thoughts. Once you've recognized your patterns of negative self-talk, it's essential to challenge these thoughts. Often our inner critic isn't based on fact but rather on fears and insecurities. Start by asking yourself questions like, is this thought really true, or am I jumping to conclusions? For instance, if you think I'm such a failure because I made a mistake, ask yourself, is one mistake enough to define my entire self-worth? Next, practice reframing. Reframing is a technique where you take a negative thought and find a way to view it from a different angle. For example, if your thought is, "I always mess up," you could reframe it to, "Sometimes things don't go as planned, but I'm constantly learning and improving." By challenging and reframing negative thoughts, you shift from a self-critical to a more constructive and balanced mindset. A helpful tool is to ask yourself what you'd say to a friend in the same situation. If a friend came to you and said, "I'm so bad at everything," you'd likely encourage them by pointing out their strengths and offering reassurance. Treat yourself with the same kindness. Practice self-compassion. Building self-compassion is key to silencing that inner critic. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness that you'd offer to a friend. When you catch yourself being harsh, pause and ask, "Would I say this to someone I care about?" If not, rethink how you're talking to yourself. Here are a few ways to practice self-compassion. Use positive affirmations. Create a list of positive affirmations that counteract your negative thoughts, such as, "I am capable" or "I am worthy of kindness." Acknowledge your strengths. Take time to reflect on your achievements and the qualities that make you unique. Remind yourself that you're more than your mistakes. Take care of your body and mind. Remember, self-compassion includes taking care of yourself physically and mentally. Prioritize rest, nourishment, and activities that make you feel good. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with can have a significant impact on your self-talk. Just as negativity can be contagious, so can positivity. Take note of how the people around you make you feel about yourself. Do they support and encourage you, or do they often bring you down? Surround yourself with friends, family, or even mentors who make you feel good about who you are. These positive influences can help reinforce a healthier self-image and inspire you to adopt a more compassionate outlook. If you're looking for more positive influences, consider joining a group or community that aligns with your interests and values, such as a fitness class, a book club, or an online group that focuses on personal growth. Embrace imperfection. In a world that often promotes perfectionism, embracing imperfection can be a radical act of self-compassion. Many of us fall into the trap of thinking we have to be perfect to be worthy of love or success. However, true growth comes from accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all. Start by acknowledging that everyone has imperfections. Even the people you admire most have insecurities, make mistakes, and face failures. These imperfections make us human and give us the opportunity to learn and grow. One effective way to embrace imperfection is by practicing self-forgiveness. When you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up, Remind yourself that mistakes are part of the process. Take responsibility, learn from it, and then let it go. Holding on to guilt or regret only adds to the cycle of negative self-talk. So, there you have it. By recognizing negative self-talk, challenging those thoughts, practicing self-compassion, surrounding yourself with positivity, and embracing imperfection. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Health Habit for more content like this, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourself.